Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Polkadot. So for Polkadot, still, I'm not convinced that Polkadot is really working on a breakout as hard as, for example, Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe even Solana and Chainlink. We can see here the price action has been quite weak since the low here on the 18th of June. Yeah. So the problem I have with Polkadot a little bit, and that is also what I explained with ADA and also Solana, it's that this wave 5 was not lower than the wave 3 low here. So the wave 3 low was at around $6.39. The wave 5 was at $6.49. So it is not much higher, but it is still a bit problematic. Yeah, so we can count it like that. Yeah, don't get me wrong. We can say, okay, the wave 5 was finished here. That means we have a 5-wave move complete, which means based on the Elliott wave count, the overall Elliott wave count, it could indicate, right, that wave 5 was as well, which belongs to the next higher level wave count. Yeah, you always want to have 5 waves complete. So here we had a wave 3 down, a wave 4 up, and a wave 5 down, and this wave 2, which is basically the highest level correction. This also would be then complete, and that means we could now turn around and work on a breakout. And to be honest, we can count this impulsively if we want to. Yeah, that means we could be working on a breakout here, but again, it is not really convincing price action yet. It's just not enough for me really to convince me. At least I would want to see a breakout above 828, above this swing high here, and then also 884, those two swing highs. It's currently being held down by the 50-day moving average. I have to say that as well. It's coming down here, currently providing resistance for quite a few cryptocurrencies. Now, based on this, yeah, again, this is sort of the bullish wave count that we could say, okay, the wave 5 didn't make a lower low, but we can still count it as complete. That's a so-called truncated wave. The problem is when you get those truncated waves, you want to see something really happening afterwards, because a truncated wave usually only happens if afterwards you see quite significant price action to the upside. And to be honest, the Chainlink price action, for example, convinced me more. Yeah, and it didn't even have a truncated wave. So truncated wave just means that the wave 5 doesn't make a lower low compared to the wave 3 in this scenario. That it did. There is so much price pressure to the upside that the price just couldn't make a lower low. But because of that price action which happened afterwards, which isn't entirely convincing yet, it's just not strong enough yet, I'm still skeptical about this potential breakout. I mean, we really only made here like 27%. I just looked at Chainlink, which made around 40% already since the low, yeah, and other cryptos made much more. So yeah, still skeptical, which this is the bullish count. Yeah, in this bullish count, obviously what should not happen is that the price drops below 649. If we go below 649, that indicates that wave 5 was never finished, and it would indicate that we are still here at the moment in a wave 4. This is the bearish wave count, so we can still see this as a wave 4 at the moment, and the wave 5 still to happen a bit later. Yeah, and this would be similar to what I explained in the ADA video, I think earlier today, that we see here an Elliott wave triangle. Yeah, that this is just a triangle which also would break to the downside, as it is a trend continuation pattern, and this is just what you would basically expect in such a triangle pattern. Those that we oftentimes see in a wave 4, and the only thing that should not happen is, so let me just add the Elliott wave count here. So that would be an A, a B, a C, a D, and an E. What should not happen? You'll probably hear the dog in the background. I just carry on. So that wave E, yeah, must not go above the wave C. So the wave E must not get above 826. Okay, it is not allowed to go above the 826 level. If it does, in my opinion, it would not be bullish. It would just indicate that the wave C was never finished, and that we just have some kind of an extended wave C here, which would then be followed by the D and the E. By the way, the triangle would always break out to the opposite side of the wave E. So to the downside in this case, opposite side of the wave E. The only point when I will consider this a more bullish wave count will be if we go above the wave A high, and that is at 884, 885. So this would be something where I will consider that we are in something more bullish than just a triangle, which would eventually break to the downside. So that should make it quite clear. First important breakout point though is this 826 level here, or $8.30, that wave C high. I mean, that could take us to the wave A high. Yeah, it's not massive. The more important breakout level for me would be here the 885 level here, that wave A. And if it goes above that, then I think 994, 995 will be the next level of key resistance, that wave 4 high here from the 6th of June. And this is sort of key, yeah. And when can we get confirmation that actually the triangle is breaking to the downside? Well, important first indication is the low of the wave D. When that gets broken, that is a first good indication that the wave E is indeed finished, and that with a high probability we are going down, and that is the low here of 734. But real confirmation we will only get below the wave B low of 649. If we, until we break that, there is still a potential that we still go up once more. Yeah, that is how it is. So real confirmation that a triangle is broken is only obtained below the low of the wave B. All right, and that is my view here currently about Polkadot. Maybe one more thing that we could take a look at, which is the higher level price projection for Polkadot in a bull run. Yeah, it's the next wave to the upside. If this here was the wave 1 back in April 21, if this was the wave 2 here, which is currently ongoing and maybe already finished, then the next wave up should be, in a bullish scenario, the wave 3. That would come into play as soon as we really make a new all-time high, and the target for that should be at least the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. That is $88. Yeah, that is the minimum. However, and I mentioned that now in a few videos, normally the altcoins would exceed the 1.618 target. Yeah, so as an altcoin, you would normally expect something more. Okay, it does need to make the 1.618, but it could also make the 200% or the 2.618. And then we're already talking about $139. And that is definitely interesting. Yeah, that is not quite a 20x, but we're talking here about something between 15 and 20x, which of course is not happening in a straight line. As indicated here, it is going to be messy. It's going to be up and down. It will take time, but it is still a projection target, which is nothing too crazy, which is just what is expected to happen in a bullish scenario. If these coins recover to an all-time high, the wave 3 is what we're going to get, as per the Elliott Wave method. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.